Hello and welcome to the channel. In this video, we are going over an incredibly fun Fire Demon build with Xaku. With this setup, Xaku can easily scorch through Steel Path, leaving nothing but ash and ruin in their wake. I have been enjoying Xaku in this build for a few weeks now, and I thought it was time to make a video to share it. Before we get started, if you find this video helpful or interesting, please consider hitting those like and subscribe buttons. Also, don't forget you can catch me live on Twitch at twitch.tv/mycoms. With the intro out of the way, let's take a look at Xaku's kit. Beginning with their passive, which gives Xaku a chance to ignore weapon attacks and a bit of AoE damage reduction. This is a nice defensive passive that can help mitigate some damage instances. Xaku's first ability is Zata's Whisper. This ability imbues Xaku's weapons with void damage when activated. Void damage inflicts extra damage on overguard shields, void angels, and can help in fighting sentients. Void damage as a status creates a bubble around the target that pulls projectiles to the afflicted enemy. Grasp of Loke is Xaku's second ability, which when cast pulls weapons from enemies to become automated turrets for Xaku. The amount of weapons this ability can take is dictated by the range stat, with up to 16 weapon turrets at 280 range. The Lost is Xaku's 3. This ability has 3 parts, which pressing 3 cycles through and holding will cast. The abilities included here have both offensive and defensive capabilities. However, I found when playing as Xaku, I ended up rarely ever using this ability, so this is my recommended subsume slot. Here I went with Ember's Fire Blast to have an ability that both armor strips and keeps with the Fire Demon theme of this build. Lastly, Xaku's fourth ability is Vast Untime. This ability sheds Xaku's armor in a large concussive blast that turns their armor into shrapnel. This ability is great not only for dealing AoE damage and staggering enemies, but also can be used to destroy all nearby crates and resource nodes. Additionally, when this ability is cast, both Zata's Whisper and Grasp of Loke have their deactivation timers paused, allowing Xaku to channel their abilities nearly indefinitely. With Xaku's kit fully discussed, let's take a look at the mod configuration of this build. The mod setup here leans into both range and strength. Duration is not as important as this build revolves around continuously casting Vast Untime to pause the timers on other abilities. So the resulting stat distribution allows for ability spam with wide-ranging powerful attacks. Along with all the stat boosting mods, I am running Equilibrium to help maintain energy for ability spam. I am also running Archon Vitality to afflict heat damage twice with Fire Blast. Additionally, I am running Augur Secrets to gain extra shields while using my abilities. Lastly, I am using the Energy Siphon Aura to passively gain energy to help facilitate more ability casts. Moving on to Arcanes and Shards, I'm first running Molt Augmented to increase my ability's power as I secure kills. I'm also running Arcane Hotshot to complement Fire Blast and provide my weapons with an additional crit chance boost. For my shards, I'm running 2 yellows, 1 casting speed and 1 starting energy shard. I'm also running 2 red strength shards and 1 orange secondary crit off heat status shard. This shard setup allows me to get this build rolling right out the gate with some extra firepower as well. For my loadout, first I am running my Gotva Prime. I find this high rate of fire rifle to be a lot of fun to run and gun with the additional arsenal of turrets provided by Xaku's 2. The small chance for an additional 300% crit chance is also a nice pairing with this kit. For my secondary, I'm also running the exceptional Aku core with its sentient surge mod that allows me to just lay on the trigger and slay out. The combination of this secondary with hot shot and an orange shard makes it so this already beast of a gun is an absolute monster in Steel Path. For my melee, I am running a personal favorite, my Hate Scythe with its Burning Hate mod. Hate is already a great weapon that excels here as well with all the crit chance and crit damage this build provides. And finally, my companion of choice is my Roxa Kubro with its Protect mod. I found Xaku to be a bit squishy in higher level content, and having my companion top off my shields constantly helped out in tougher environments. I went with a mostly defensive setup here to help with Xaku's survivability, along with reinforced bond to further increase my weapon's rate of fire. And there it is, a very powerful build that is insanely fun and great at clearing rooms of steel path enemies. Roaming around with 12 guns hovering over my shoulder, blasting away in different directions while sending out waves of fire and armor shrapnel is pretty awesome, and I don't plan on putting this build down anytime soon. At the start of a mission, I am able to get all of my abilities rolling via my yellow shard. I immediately cast Zata's Whisper and Grasp of Loke, then I cast Fast Untime to lock their timers and stagger enemies. After that, I roam around as a one frame army with 13 guns blazing simultaneously, occasionally casting Fire Blast to armor strip and get Arcane Hotshot, my orange shard, and or Burning Hate rolling. If I happen to cast Grasp of Loke without grabbing the maximum possible weapons, then I can always cast again near more enemies to get my full 12. It's a very active and aggressive Scorched Earth gameplay loop that I find to be exceptionally fun in most endgame content, and I'm happy to finally get around to sharing it. But what about you? Have you tried Zaku? What are your thoughts on this build? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Warframe content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.